Greetings everyone. I'm glad to meet you again on another video. This is regarding our life on Earth under the Universe Research topic in our Moon Life Universe Research Center and Foundation in India. And this is another topic where the fundamental aspect of the whole topic in itself is like questioning our life on Earth so far and how it is currently in place and where it has evolved from, and what are we to make of it, which could contribute in our understanding in creating a livelihood on another planet. So the right perspective to take from it, and in this article it's explored using some perspectives that usually are in place in our current world scenario, which is in some case thought provoking, and this thought provoking nature ends up being the fundamental source for our experiential and knowledge based learning for our time to come, in terms of creating a livelihood on another planet. So, where did our life evolve from? Starts with that's where the article starts, where our life on Earth has been created in a nature where its existence in itself is based on just for us to live and live a complete life, and this with this perspective, our life was created mainly based on our observations of the nature, the plant life and living beings around us, from which we took inference and we created our life. And as life kept moving on, we started seeing the importance of how important is us as human beings, both for any kind of healthy living or a growth based living, or truly expanding our potential as human beings. We saw that staying in connection with nature played a huge role, and this understanding, this perspective that struck our human beings played a huge role, which ended up where we are currently. For instance, the amount of nature knowledge that was shared around Newton or Galileo period, where they were trying to understand the nature around us in a way that could contribute towards elevating the human society's knowledge and understanding, and adapting it to our daily life. This paved a huge way in increasing our livelihood nature on Earth. And this is in present continuing as a mathematical nature and an experiential nature that's continuing into the future. And to explore this understanding of knowledge being a huge integral part on our life, we would explore the mathematical nature in a formulation where we are going to take the core concept of mathematics, where addition, subtraction and multiplication, these operations, we're going to take that into our as a fundamental basis of perspective, and we're going to explore that in further understanding of where our knowledge seeking lies. And that's how this article has been constructed from my understanding of reading through it, and let me explore through each and every perspective that is put forth in it. So the first perspective, where we see a plus is multiplied with another plus, and here the plus is being described as either income or profit. When the word income and profit comes into the article, right, it kind of denotes the perspective where uh, something in your life that ends up being uh, a knowledge income, or it could be a knowledge income, or it could be a livelihood income, something like uh, bettering your livelihood nature on the planet, or the whole life, what you wanted it to be, that is going into a better perspective. So all these things could be an income or a profit based nature that you could put into your mind's perspective. And with the positive, when you have something like something really good happening in your life, and you add another effort which is positive, usually it ends up being multiplicatively positive, and that result is usually great. And it's usually expressed within yourself in your mind state, and you know that. And uh, then let's take another perspective where there is a negative in existence, and you're going to go on with a positive perspective and try correcting this negative perspective in life. And it usually ends up being, it always ends up being a negative. And this negative here you would take as like something like your energy loss in trying to correct this negative, which is eventually going to take its own course and time in fixing itself. So you end up using your own energy. We could take it in that perspective. I'm just giving all these analogies just to get out the perspective that goes through this article format. And then there is another perspective where a plus is multiplied with a negative, and you get a negative output. So what happens is, already you have a positive state, and there is a seeking within yourself which you feel in your intellectual nature is a negative element uh, that would not bring out great values, though your seeking is towards it. And you bring that negative into your life, and that ends up in a wholesome being a negative effect on the positive elements that you've built into your own self. And the third aspect goes into negative multiplied by a negative goes into positive. And here when they say positive, the positive is multiplied value of the negative being expressed in the positive sense. So in the sense it's not positive, it just gets doubled is what is said. So you already feel negative, and you would have seen that usually when there is a negative, the moment you bring a negative into it, the power it has in pulling all the negatives towards it is just phenomenal. And it just has that nature, and that's what is expressed in this part as well. And in this, with this fundamentals, right, our dear beloved author Shri Madhilagan sir has expressed certain statements which is really thought provoking for me, where he questions that if something can be pulled out of this positive by this negative, then only if this positive is beyond a certain value, the negative can pull out certain things from it, from which you can actually say that there is some loss that you have gained, a loss that has happened. So it just shows that, you know, it's just in our perspective that we see this negative is going to pull out of this positive, which is not so direct. Though it happens, it is not so direct. And it also, he also reassures the point that you know though there is a negative happening, at the end you do have some left in this positive, which again is, you know, lesser gain, but it's gain in itself. So these are like, you know, really thought-provoking perspectives, which again, when going into the conclusive part of this article, right, you see a very nice way where all of these transitions, you know, happen right between like few experiential aspects of our life, that is between fulfilled nature and deficient nature. Then there's profit, loss, learning and not learning, knowledge and ignorance, win, defeat, happiness, sadness, anger, peace, health, unhealthy, all these states that we go through, right? In this transition period, just after and just before these transition periods, or mostly after these transitions are happening, you tend to go through certain really elevated perspectives, and these elevated perspectives, right, has these aspects, these right, when you're having these perspectives, underneath these plus and minuses are happening, from which you're trying to gain these elevated perspectives. So with these plus and minuses laying foundation for these perspectives, uh, these perspectives of greatness are either like your greatness in thinking, greatness in your energy or skill, or greatness in your experience, or greatness in the data that you're trying to share, whatever it may be. Is it possible for the entire human society to understand that? This question, right? This question, though in intelligence we say, like, I do know that not everyone would take it immediately, or would take that perspective, but that expectation always falls within us. And if we are to try understand all this perspective, think of that, where does that seeking come from? Like, this is where this article, like, goes into the perspective of the title of the article, where it questions all these nature of questions that come from ourselves, within ourselves, point towards our seeking and elevating our humanity as a whole into creating a living condition on another planet. These perspectives, whatever these elevated perspectives are, whatever these seeking are usually towards creating a living condition on another planet, because these elevated thoughts does not have any place on this planet, because here we have a very much fulfilled format of nature and life to live there. All of these constructive perspectives has a place in correcting the nature around us. So that's the perspective I'm trying to derive and understand when I read through the conclusive part of this article. And if we are to explore on these these perspectives, we would eventually get to know certain happenings, is what the conclusion is. When, in my inference, these certain happenings are that in life, when something happens, right, like some negative experience happen, or like you've made yourself so well enough to be prepared for a certain situation, but you end up being not. And these sort of situations will start having its roots and basis, and you'll know its place, and you'll start seeing, like, okay, it has its place. It's not something phenomenally out of world, or it's just you that is having this sort of an experience. It's not that. Everything would be very much explainable. And again, this sort of a knowledge would again elevate one's perspective in creating a living condition on another planet. And I'm glad that I brought it out into a video. Hope to connect with you in another video. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Have a great life.